The other week, I walked into my game experience design class and found myself sitting down to play a board game with a group of people I barely knew. The game was Sheriff of Nottingham. It's a bluffing game where players have to act as merchants trying to sneak goods into the city, while one person plays the sheriff, deciding who to trust and whose bag to inspect. Going in, I honestly expected the game to be more complicated and harder to learn. The box art looked really medieval and detailed, which I usually associate with games that take forever to set up and understand. There were no dice, no board, just cards and player interaction, which made it feel even more intimidating. But that expectation quickly changed. Someone in my group had played before and explained the rules while we followed along with these player aid cards. That combination really made the game feel much more accessible. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, I felt curious and, ready to try. At its core, the game is about bluffing, and the moment that really stood out to me was when in the negotiation phase. Up until then, everything felt really structured and rules-based, but suddenly, I could say anything I wanted to convince the sheriff not to inspect my bag. I could lie, exaggerate, or even double bluff. I found myself overthinking everything, not just what I was saying, but how it might come across. At one point, I even considered bluffing in a way that seemed too obvious, hoping that it would look honest. That's when the game stopped feeling like a system and more started feeling like an actual social experiment. What made this even more interesting was that I didn't know the people I was playing with. Bluffing relies on reading others, but without that familiarity, it's hard to tell if someone's lying or not. I was constantly second-guessing myself. At the same time, this actually helped break the ice. Bluffing, getting caught, and even laughing about it creates a shared experience that made everyone more comfortable. It felt like a shortcut to friendship or connection. By the end of the game, I came second last, and normally that would really bother me. But surprisingly, I still had a great time. What I enjoyed wasn't winning, it was the smaller moments, like successfully bluffing someone, almost getting caught, or watching someone else pull off something really clever. These moments felt like the mini victories. It made me realise that the game isn't just about the final score, it's about how you get there. Looking back, I realised I'd judged the game entirely on its appearance. I expected it to be complex and boring, but instead I found something really social, unpredictable, and actually fun. This experience changed how I think about games. They're not just games you have to master or systems, they're spaces for interaction and connection. And if I played again, I'd be hopefully more confident, more strategic, and a bit better at lying. That's for sure.